Diet, phase 2, day 57. Can't stop myself. My big green phallus. Never stop twisting, good for the tendons. Positive. Don't have the cold today, first day, not sniffling. Slept for like 10 hours, it was amazing. I would say it was biblical if there was such thing as God. 90.7 kilograms. Lost a little bit of weight. Been cycling, so that's been really good. Which is why 50 resting heart rate. It was, I think it said 49 or 48 was the lowest, but it averages it out, so 50, which is pretty cool. 6.4 to 7.6 urine EC. I think that's because I've been having a lot more fish and a lot more in terms of quantity, that is dark greens. So I always used to like having the urine pH higher, as in on the scales up towards the 7s. I used to feel, and still do feel, a lot better when my urine pH is higher. There is some science to that, but as people know, there are some studies that will go for it and some against it. I don't know anymore. I just go by what feels right for me. I don't really care. If I feel good, then I go with it. So that's been cool, seeing that rise back up a lot. I think, when was it the last time? Took some painkillers that I had for my back and pelvis. Took them for about a week because I was starting to have some problems with my back. That made, you can go back if you give a crap, I know I don't really, but had an impact on my urine pH dropping. Urine EC was about the same since it's a range, and I flush my kidneys and system out with a lot of water anyway, and which gave me the false blood reading. So I'm going to have to go back. I'll give it about 2 weeks to clear out of my system, even though it's really only about 2 or 3 days to be like 2 days out of your bloodstream, 3 out of your urine, but I'll still give it some time to stabilize to see how that goes. I'm not worried. I've worked in healthcare long enough to know that these things happen. That's why you should really never freak out if you get one bad reading. Consistently bad readings is what you're trying to avoid. I digress again. 125/70 blood pressure. That was pretty cool. Average, that is. So high after training, lower in the morning. That was cool. Maybe I'm not quite on death's bed like I thought. I thought it was going to permanently stay high, to be honest. But no, it's coming down. Whoopsie. Filtered water green tea, multivitamins. Splitting up the multivitamins. One of my friends noticed that the splitting up of magnesium and zinc has made an impact on not only his sleep, but his the tension or lack thereof in his muscles. I swear by this. The Therapeutic Goods Administration, TGA in Australia, are quite militant when it comes to their quality control, which means that even cheap vitamins in Australia are as good as the expensive pharmaceutical grade vitamins. There's absolutely no difference between them, so save your money. It's all marketing wank. But definitely male, female, doesn't matter. Magnesium or zinc, get it into magnesium for sure, especially if you're like me and you get average quality sleep, or if you're tense like me as well, then zinc, magnesium is really good. Rather, both of them are really great. Get them cheap as chips, very much recommended there in that split compared to everything else, which is not as important as those two. Let me just think, I'm looking up at them. No, not really. Zinc and magnesium, they're your bad boys. Vitamin D, hell yeah, vitamin D, those three. If I was gonna live with three for the rest of my life, it would definitely be those. Fish oil, and I backed off my fish oil from 15 grams to 7.5 grams. I'll update that on my spreadsheet, else I'm lying. Pea Protein Isolate, eggs, broccoli and beans, and spinach. Flaxseed oil, branched chain amino acids, 10:1:1 ratio, sardines, salmon. That's a long video, but needed to point out a few things. At the start of a week, the last month potentially of phase 2, might draw it over a little bit longer, as I was discussing with a friend. Anything to nail my vitals, since this is really about my vitals improving instead of performance gains. Those days are over. Well, sort of. They're never really over. But improving my vital signs is the aim of this game, really. And that's nicely on track, so that's cool. That's it. It's a long video.